Sir? Upstairs.
Police are talking to former Idaho police officer Daniel Howard, and in just a few seconds, the officers are going to find his wife's lifeless body inside the bathroom, completely naked.
Got that?
Yep.
No heartbeat.
Lividity.
At first glance, the scene appeared to be a self-inflicted tragedy, but things quickly took a suspicious turn when officers realized that just 4 days earlier, they had been at this very same house, conducting a welfare check on the deceased, 48-year-old Kendi Howard. At the time, she claimed a fear for her life, convinced her husband might harm her after they had argued about her wanting a divorce. A divorce that, if it went through, could have earned her over $1 million from their marital assets. But as officers prepared to dig into their suspicions, they had no idea the entire scene had been deliberately staged by Daniel himself. As a former law enforcement officer, he knew exactly how to tamper with a crime scene. Right under the noses of the very people investigating it, Daniel was about to get away with murder.
This conversation is going to be over if we keep this line up.
You know we gotta ask the question.
Yeah, you know as well as we do.
Talk to us now.
I don't know what else is going on. There's a lot I don't know what's going on.
Well, because they're close, so I'm guessing that Kendi probably shared a lot of stuff with her.
Okay.
This whole incident began on the evening of January 29th, 2024, in the quiet town of Athol, Idaho, when police suddenly received a distress call. The caller, 48-year-old Kendi Howard, had reached out over a heated argument with her husband about a divorce. When officers arrived, they immediately advised her to stay at her parents' house, believing it would keep her protected. But just 5 days later, Kendi would move back in with the very man she was trying to leave. And on that very same night, tragedy struck.
911. What's the address? 911.
My wife.
What's the matter? Tell me where you're at.
She shot herself.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. Take a deep.
Daniel would claim his wife shot herself while trying to take a bath. And right after, he hangs up, leaving dispatch unsure whether she's still alive or in desperate need of medical attention. Multiple officers are rushed to the scene, hoping they're not too late. But the moment they arrive, they'd realize everything about the incident just doesn't add up.
When was the last time you saw your wife before she went to go take a bath?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
Hour and a half?
Okay.
Hour and a half or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. I'm out of it.
It's about 11:15.
Send in medical. Got that?
Yep. Central 23.
She have anything?
No heartbeat.
Lividity.
Not seeing anything.
Right there in the water-filled bathtub lies the motionless body of Kendi Howard, a single gunshot wound to the head, in what appears at first to be a self-inflicted death. But as officers began to examine the scene more closely, they started noticing details that pointed to something far more sinister: foul play.
Victoria's Secret duffel bag.
And the Victoria's Secret duffel bag.
And then there's a list of stuff. That's why we have your.
I got you.
There's a list here of
I'm useful for
how they're
something.
going to split things. That tells me.
Inside the duffel bag were neatly packed women's clothes believed to be Kendi's, suggesting she was preparing to leave. And among them was a set of divorce papers, revealing she stood to receive over $1 million if the divorce went through. But now she was dead, under deeply suspicious circumstances. Even stranger, officers found almost no blood in the water, despite a point-blank gunshot wound. And there were no clothes anywhere in the bathroom or bedroom, meaning Kendi would have been walking around the room naked, which made no sense for a woman about to walk out on her marriage. As officers kept digging, the picture grew darker. The gun, a .22 caliber pistol she allegedly used, was found deep inside the water, making it impossible to confirm through DNA who actually pulled the trigger. And given that Daniel was a former law enforcement officer, they began to seriously doubt his story. But first, they still had to inform him of his wife's death.
Thank you.
Stand. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Dan? Hey, Dan, I'm Deputy Wheeler. I'm I'm sorry to inform you, but your wife is passed, sir.
No! God damn it!
It's time that you saw your wife alive. I know this is tough.
I don't know.
How long ago? Can you recall?
What time is it?
Did you call 911 when you heard the gunshot?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. Oh no, I didn't.
Well, help us out with the time frame, all right?
I didn't think it was a gunshot. I was
Okay.
downstairs, TV going. It sounded like something hit the floor or something. I don't know.
When was the last time you saw your wife before she went to go take a bath?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
Okay.
Okay.
Hour and a half or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. I'm out of it.
It's about 11:15.
Maybe 9:30.
9:30 or so?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
As expected, Daniel seemed genuinely heartbroken, sobbing uncontrollably. But in the middle of it all, officers caught details that raised serious questions. Despite crying profusely, no actual tears seemed to be falling. Then there was his claim that he mistook the gunshot for something falling over, which made little to no sense for a former officer trained in firearms, someone who would easily know the difference between a gunshot and a falling object. And even worse, they discovered Daniel had a violent criminal past. Back in 2013, after finding out Kendi had an affair with a neighbor, Daniel confronted the man at his job and threatened to kill him. He was later charged with stalking and harassment, even tampering with the man's vehicles and firing shots at his home. He pleaded guilty, served 4 months in jail, and resigned from the Idaho State Police. And as they kept questioning him, other officers were still combing through the scene when they uncovered yet another detail that deepened their suspicion even further.
Be a little warm.
Well, a little warm, because people don't take warm baths. They take hot baths.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to know the temp of that water now, because that's going to change later.
And you got the bubbles and all that stuff in your pictures.
Yeah, because the bubbles are they're popping right now. Let me get another one.
Daniel had claimed Kendi went into the bathroom nearly 2 hours earlier, but if that were true, the bubbles in the tub would have long disappeared by then. Instead, the water was still fresh, meaning the tub had been filled far more recently, directly contradicting his story. And with that, officers were now convinced. Daniel knew far more than he was letting on, and they were determined to prove it. 2 investigators soon arrive on the scene, and that's when they begin to find cracks in Daniel's perfect suicide story.
So what was going on tonight?
Well, yeah. There are marital problems. She brought home divorce papers, just preliminary ones. Divorce papers, let's see. And then I listed out her stuff. We're split 50-50. And stuff, we agreed. And then one of them was she was buying a house. Then she wanted to split this house, and I said, okay, we're going to split that house too. Oh, she went off her. She got pissed off.
You guys own the house?
No, she's buying it. I guess
What was the plan there?
she's going to move down there eventually. And once this was done. The house has to be liquidated too. And she went upstairs, and she always takes a bath before bed. So I heard the bath running, and is that the TV down there? I heard that loud.
I think it's the guys talking.
Oh, anyway, heard something hit the floor, I guess. Didn't sound like a shot. I didn't think it was a shot.
Daniel claims Kendi killed herself after learning the new house, the one meant for her fresh start without him, would be split in the divorce as a marital asset. But it made no sense, because Kendi already had a boyfriend at the time, a deposit down on that house, all strongly pointing to a woman with a whole future planned ahead of her. So they decided to ask Daniel about the boyfriend, fully aware of the 2013 incident with the neighbor, hoping to uncover any hidden motive tying him to the crime.
I asked her that. I asked her that to give me closure, because, you know, that would be it. But she said she hadn't been.
You believe it?
Man, her behavior, I don't know. It just doesn't add up. Okay?
What doesn't add up?
She's behaving the same way she was before. And, you know, before we made a go, that was pretty good. And, when she said she didn't want a divorce, or she does want a divorce, it changed about every other day.
Did she ever talk about wanting a divorce last time?
No,
She never did she?
I left. And then, she asked for me back, and I did. I came back.
How long you guys been together now?
By now, investigators were growing more and more suspicious of Daniel's role in his wife's death, but they still had no way to prove it. So they turned to the gun, pressing him on how Kendi could have gotten hold of it, hoping it would finally give them the break they'd been waiting for.
And, she's upstairs with that gun. We were having problems, and I told her, I said, I can't work out. She had it on her hand, she put it up to her head. She freaked me. And I thought, for sure, here we go. And dropped the gun, shot through the floor. I shot through the floor and hit the tile by the wood stove. And so I repaired some things downstairs. I took the gun away.
Same gun?
Same gun. And then, you know, the upstairs, there's carpet. You know, you can see, I didn't repair that. I just repaired that drywall downstairs. Still a hole probably. Well, of course there is. And then, one other time, and then after that time, I left the gun in the safe.
What happened the second time?
Same thing. She took it out, threatened to shoot herself.
When was that?
Oh, 2.5, 3 years ago.
What was that over?
Oh. God damn it, I don't even remember now. I really don't remember now. And I locked up. Asked her to get help. She said she was.
When she had
I
the
had a
gun,
hard time believing that.
when she had the gun before it was locked up, where'd she keep it at?
The investigators could see right through Daniel's attempts to manipulate them by painting Kendi as the problem. Not only had they already confirmed that Kendi never owned a gun, they also knew exactly the kind of man they were dealing with. The packed duffel bag, the freshly filled bath, the bloodless water, Daniel's strange behavior, his violent criminal past, and most damning of all, Kendi's chilling warnings from just days before. Every piece pointed to one thing: a man carefully covering up a crime. And so far, he'd been getting away with it. So the investigators decided to stop playing games and hit the nail on the head.
I mean, I don't have to tell you. You've been in this job long enough. You know as well as we do. So I'm gonna clean out ask you. Did you shoot your wife?
No. This conversation's gonna be over if we keep this line up.
You know we gotta ask the question.
Yeah, you know as well as we do.
That's what I was saying when, you
I
know.
wish she would have. I wish she wouldn't have asked for that gun as part of her.
Although Daniel outright denied any involvement in his wife's death, he had no idea investigators had already found something that could tie him directly to the crime.
Is there any reason why you would have gunshot residue on your person?
I shot my 40 today. But I showered. I mean,
Okay. When was that?
I don't know, 3:30 or so.
Okay. You're on the property or?
Yeah.
Okay. Where at?
Well, by the tree over there. I put it together. It was more or less a function check, but I popped off a few rounds.
Okay.
But I put it away. But I showered since then. I don't know. Anyway, no, there shouldn't be.
Okay. Okay. And are these the same clothes that you were wearing earlier
Yes.
when you were downstairs?
Yes.
You didn't change or you weren't wearing something different?
Unknown to Daniel, the cops had found gunshot residue on his clothes recovered from the room. And just as expected, Daniel found yet another excuse to deflect their findings. He always seemed to have an answer for every question, and without solid evidence, it looked like Daniel might actually get away with it. That was, until a call from his stepdaughter changed everything.
They are here. What do you mean you don't hear them? They're right here. What? What are you talking about? Oh, you could be kidding me. Oh. No. I'm not saying you are. Brother. I don't. I told her to we're liquidating the houses, both of them. And, okay.
Daniel's stepdaughter had just accused him of her mother's murder, a detail that immediately caught the investigators' attention. If his own stepdaughter was this convinced he was capable of it, then maybe they weren't chasing shadows after all.
Wait a minute, a second call. I mean, there's something else going on. You need to talk to us now.
I don't know what else is going on. There's a lot I don't know what's going on.
Well, because they're close, so I'm guessing that Kendi probably shared a lot of stuff with her.
Okay.
So what is she going to say? Because I guarantee you, as angry as she was, she's going to want to talk to us. She's going to be chasing us down.
Fine.
Judging by Daniel's tone and sudden shift in demeanor, it's obvious to the investigators that he knows his stepdaughter has information that could blow the case wide open. So they quickly call in the stepdaughter, hoping to get the information that will reveal the true killer. During the interview, the investigators learn that Daniel once threatened to murder his wife when he found out about the divorce. He even bragged that he could kill someone and make it look like a suicide, making the stepdaughter believe he finally carried out his threat. With no concrete evidence to act on, arresting Daniel remained impossible. For nearly 2 years, he carried on untouched, certain the truth would never surface. But investigators refused to relent, working tirelessly to uncover the single piece that could link him to the crime. Eventually, it surfaced. Kendi had most likely been killed before the shot was ever fired. Specialists reviewing the autopsy determined the wound's angle was inconsistent with a self-inflicted shot, angled slightly downward, indicating another hand had pulled the trigger. She was already dead when the weapon discharged, explaining the strange absence of blood in the tub. Records also revealed the dryer had been activated moments after Daniel's 911 call, a clear attempt to destroy evidence. With that, Daniel was arrested in 2023, and he stood trial the following year. After 2 weeks, following evidence and multiple statements from numerous witnesses, the jury was able to establish that Daniel took Kendi's life because he refused to lose her and the wealth they shared. Ultimately, he was convicted of second-degree murder and a related domestic battery charge. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole, plus an additional 10 years.